Hello again, fellow traders. Thank you for joining us for part one of Trading Haven for the trading week of January 22nd through January 26th, where we'll try to see the January back for 2024. So thank you for joining us for part one of our weekly trade game plan, January 2 through January 26th. So let's get started. Good morning, welcome, Maritz, Douglas PC. Thanks for joining us in the live chat today. Hope you all are doing well. So here's a Google document notes for part one trading game plan for the trading week of January 2nd through January 26th. We keep our notes in publicly accessible documents. Our notes contain links to bonus videos, the tool resources we use for our market analysis, our trading strategies, our trading ideas, etc. You can find a direct link to this Google Doc with our notes below. We store all of our Google documents with our weekly trading game plan notes in a publicly accessible Drive folder. You can refer back to the notes for this week as well as for previous week, and you can also find direct Google Drive folder from the description below. Welcome to the ship, Key Khan. Thank you all for joining today. Hope you all are well. So, quick look at how the markets ended on. Go to the page on Viz. So we see had a pretty exuberant rally on Friday. Started out and in the afternoon we had a strong rally. It was the options expiration. I don't know if that had something to do with it. I know semiconductor, SMCI, TMS, semiconductor both reported some positive news. Positive guidance caused a run. We'll see the semiconductor sector and in the sector as a whole. The S&P made a new time high. NASDAQ made a high. I believe the Dow. You can see it end such a magnificent 7-day, strong technology, strong magnificent 7. It's kind of earlier in the day. The percentage of answers was syndicated, so it was definitely being driven by since 7, but we ended up having 66% of answers, only 29% decline. We got the almost new highs, 30% lows. We've got 65% 50-day average, only 35% below. 62% is about 60-40 above their 200-day move. 40% and a big rally into the day, and we got a good on close, a positive indicator as well. Some of the recent news: stocks are lagging, rising rates, China defies sanctions with Russia, rallies 1% to all-time high, surpassing record set in 2022. So again, we had all the major industries now have made record high, and this goes with our January effect. Is that January will be positive? We saw that definitely half of January is pretty positive. So oil's been bouncing around between 70 and 75. Not we'll see that in the future as well. Natural gas down. It's going to set the 50 range. Gold's been just kind of holding around 2,000. Just waiting between 1,000 and 50, and we see positive indices on all major indices of futures. Bond yields bounced back, so we now it's up to 4.35, 10-year about 4.5, 5-year 4.07. Typically, this is a downward pressure on stocks, but given the exuberant rally, it doesn't seem to be correlated downward pressure on the stocks right now. I want to show you a new feature that I've added in both notes, so in the sheet, in our ETFs Google sheet and our Watchlist Google sheets. Our Patreon members have access to our ETF Google sheet and our Watchlist I apologize for the internet issues. Okay, looks like I got back. Okay. And please let me know if the video drops off again. So here's the economic calendar for next week. So we got some auctions, more bond auctions, manufacturing data, typical mortgage data, some PMA on day, some inflationary data on Wednesday, typical crude oil, natural gas, inventories, building permit Thursday, jobless Thursday. Also got PCE, uh, uh, one of the major measures the Fed that. So if that comes different than expected, that causes a market reaction. We also have GDP data Thursday, so does it show of the economy slowing? I don't expect it to really be an indicator of recession. It's the expectation. So they're expecting a quarter-on-quarter 1.8, so slowing from the previous of 4.9. Again, not negative, so not necessarily recessionary. Get new home sales, probably won't be terrible. Natural gas storage Friday, PCE data. So again, that's a major put that uses for interest rates. So unless dramatic different than expected, I don't think that was the Fed's decision. And as we'll see, their next decision of January. Just check that connection a little bit again. So again, we're getting in the real heart of earnings season. So we just started to have it. We have a major banks report. Start getting some of the banks report. So again, you can go to the list in investing.com and have those that are going to impact your decisions. So we got some banks. We just had some regional banks. I haven't heard of major issues with the regional banks yet, but we'll see if we indication of issues with I think might be a canary in the coal mine from the Discover card. Level default was up, so I think here's some of the other financial companies. So again, through these long list of earnings, got J&J, Procter Gamble. Tuesday we've got Flex, Verizon, and conductors. So that if they miss or guide down, that might get a flex with semiconductor industry. Halliburton got oil. So again, right in the heart of things, it's important who's reporting, how that might potentially impact your trade, your if they get a simple play, somebody in the same sector or industry reports negatively, might impact us have in the same sector. So we'd encourage you to listen to our video about how to trade earnings, how money trading when earnings matter again, and earnings definitely, as well as guidance. So, okay, so I'm going to jump over to the market screen in Webull. We grab a drink, look at the market screen in Webull, check my internet connection again. Oh, I'm on the market, the online version of Webull. As you can see, we'll still offer their 75 free fractions of stock. If you open a deposit at least 25K more, if you deposit less than 20K, you can get 20 free fractions of stock. Each of those fractions is $3,000 to $3,000. And if you affiliate link in the description below, you can get 75 free fractional shares of stock to help support our BeachBum community, which we really appreciate. Again, I'm using the online browser version of Webull. This is the screen. So we could see, even though we had that exuberant run indices, majority of the advancers was very small, 0 to 2%. Rally primarily driven by Magnificent Seven. When as I pointed out earlier in the day, the number of was actually higher than the number of advancers. Look at the net inflows. And as we see typical on Friday, NYS strong inflow. Stack started out positive. So even though the NASDAQ, exuberant, we had a flow of money. So probably take, again, even though we saw that strong run, the net inflow was negative. And you can see a near-term calendar here in the market screen. So you can see who's up soon. So the airlines reporting soon. So we see if that has an impact, see what they say about the issues with Boeing 737. They had another issue in Miami yesterday. So again, you can keep who's reporting soon in the calendar section in Webull. Look at the best performing industry week. And semiconductors not missing. Got top performers: coal, communications, hotels, insurance, telecommunications. Worst things, freight and logistics, construction, food and drug routing. Look at the ETFs. So up on the Qs, up on the stack, up on the Dow. Again, very bullish. Up on the S&P. As of Friday, a lot of people trying to short yet. VIX down, VXY on the VIX. We look at the VIX, it last down again below 14, so not a whole lot of volatility, even with options expiration. So industry, industrials, strong, healthcare, pretty much everything's going to be in the red and utilities and defensive. So again, very much gone day on day. Commodity. Don't recognize to those. Another thing I found, we'll look real quickly, is a feature that Webull added on the home page. You see there's tabs for the web trade platform, so you can quickly launch this web trading platform. They also have a new market tab. So let me take a look at that and see if that's any clearer. So again, it's got almost the same data the market street and the web trading platform has. So we see major indices. It's a little different. Advancers, decliners. So it's the histogram, the net inflow outflow. We've got up gainers, losers, etc. So we can also see the best performing industries. There's the calendar. So I don't see the ETF section. There we go. Popular ETFs. So there we go. Let's see the most popular ETF. Maybe get a better description on some of these. A good way that you can get direct access to that information is on that markets tab. So there we've got these kind of hover over them. And not a whole lot in terms of the description. But again, another way you can take a look at it. So I also help see there's the Valkyrie Bitcoin. Oh yeah, there's the Valkyrie Bitcoin, another Bitcoin ETF. So last week we talked about around the Bitcoin ETF approval. So now we'll go ahead and future in Biz. So very similar to the, we see all these were pretty much topping out, and then Friday we got that strong surge, breaking out, broke out, Qs have broken out. So again, pretty exuberant run on Friday. I wouldn't be surprised to see some very smooth test of that support at the previous tops. Again, a short-term retrace to that level in the major indices. Again, the Russell's been significantly weaker. It get down to that previous low, but it did bounce back up near that 900 levels. Again, small caps are going to be more sensitive to rising interest rates, rising bond yields. Nikkei's had a big run. I saw making people talk about the Japanese markets. Europe markets not as strong. DAX not as strong, so we didn't see those exuberant runs yet in the European markets. Future duration, but it's very quickly retracing. So again, volatility, even if we get a pop, it's been retracing rather quick. Get oil pretty range between 70 and 75. See it briefly test the level and gets rejected, bounces off of 70. I would continue to be ranged, but unless we get some major impact to oil supply coming out of the natural gas significant then a little more volatile, so down would expect a test of that 250 level. Yes, even though it's pretty cold right now, I guess the future weather report's been impacting, particularly in Europe. So again, I did a test and bounce off 250, but the trend way gold, pretty range bound 20 and 2020 50. So I would expect a continuation of that over 2050. Again, for a decline, broke down below 23. Looks like it's trying to regain 23. Flat bounce, bounced, and saw a nice tweet bottom on palladium. And it looks like it's bouncing after, a long downside, exuberant run up, long downside down. Like we may have found bottom, and we'll see if we get another exuberant run back up. We'll talk tomorrow, and then potential bounce in palladium. Corn looks like it bounced. Wheat bounced. Sugar swung back up. Bread pretty much it's been up. Price is down. The dollar kind of hopped up to DXY hopped up to the 103 level, and it looks like it's kind of solid around that 103 level. Been trending down. Several other foreign currencies trending down. So given those ideas, we'll go ahead and we'll look at our ETF Google Sheet. So we can look at ETFs that we can, some of those ideas at 24/7 access to our ETF Google by joining our Patreon All Access or VIP level. Get access to our dividend payers and our puts, our IC trading Google Sheet, getting our Patreon at the All Access or VIP. You can see we see Google Sheet will identify a potential trade idea, then we can jump over to our ETF to identify that we can trade those opportunities with. News that I want to look at for this week. The first is REMX, this rare strategic metals. We had done on this in the past, and this popped up in a query as an opportunity. So I looked in and did up from our research sheet and our ETF Google Sheet, our main ETF. So I want to take a quick look at REMX, rare strategic metal ETF. So I can just do a quick find for the ETFs. We'll just do a find for REMX. There we can see, that category of rare earths. So here REMX, day, we can see the D2-week board's about a 2. So near term's about a 2. It's, close to right at its 52-week low. See, it's got, range bottom to top. Look at the composition, REMX and ETF database. You see it's vanilla market cap weighted. I wanted to particularly look at the whole. So it's number one hold. It says Albemarle. That's PLS. LY. Down in the list, you see MP, and so it contains M materials. So it's another play, a U.S.-based earth stock that we watch. Albemarle's people off. Decreased demand for lithium due to the decline in sales. So there's Lithium America, Argentina, America's Argentina. So if you want exposure to some foreign rare earth companies, Chinese, a lot of the rare earths out of China. So again, trade a broader basket of rare earth materials, including foreign companies. You might want to take a look at this REMX. again, we're kind of watching it. Again, the sentiment right now in and rare earth material negative. So max mining, we can look at it in biz very quickly as well. But when it swings back up, when that sentiment shifts, we, in my opinion, overly exuberant run for a while, and then we're getting a potentially overly negative reaction now. So, we see that steep decline got rejected off the upper trend line, decline, zoom out. So again, since about last June or so, we've had a decline in rare earth materials, and it's pretty steep decline right now. When that finds a swings back up, possibly will swing back up and be able to take advantage of that opportunity using REMX. So you see it is optionable, it is shortable, so you could short the ETF if you want short strategic metals using this ETF. So I hope that helps. So the other one I wanted to look at briefly was one Easy Mike mentioned, is SPPP, which is Sprott Physical Platinum and Palladium. So I added one to the research sheet, ETF sheet. So I'll take a look at SPP. You can find that one now in our read sheet. Here's the risk reward profile PP. See, right now it's good and similarly pretty close support level, close to its 52-week low. But you can see the risk reward, 52-week risk rewards only 1.5. So near about 1.2. We'll look at Invis as well in a second. Actually, I'll do that. Again, very similar. We bounce in platinum and platinum. So you see it got rejected upper trend line. Very recently had a bounce. SPPP is not shortable. It is shortable. Look at longer term chart. Again, it's in decline, down for a while. So, got swings back up. It's got, potential upside. That bounce is probably partially the bounce that we saw in palladium too long ago. If we look at the definition of this, you can see it's managed by Sprott. It's in physical platinum, palladium, bullion. So if you want a direct exposure to physical platinum and palladium based on futures, it's physical palladium. You can see what its concentration is based on ETF database. We have the link in our sheet. So that's interesting. Per the ETF database, says delisted, acquired, or bankrupt. Any recent news, or if it's just not included in data. I don't see any news, so maybe it's just not included in the database. So again, they're investing in platinum and palladium. That will link. Maybe I just got a link. Doesn't like that one. So in the ETF today, so can't really see the and all got platinum in play. Maybe that's not pertinent. So I hope. John was asking land. We're going to talk about land tomorrow. Land is a REIT on farmland, so hopefully you come back about how we're trading land tomorrow. If anybody, okay, so I see Easy Mike's asking about potash. If other people have other ETFs you want to take a look at, or ETF Google Sheet, asked your tech previously, please back up in the chat. Quick look at some of the others. Let me grab a quick and we'll take a look at those in ETF Google Sheet. Okay, so Easy Mike asked about potash. Those real quickly. So we will ETF on potash, couple stock watch for some on potash. One is IPI. See, it's a little bit above support level, above its 52-week low. So risk reward, it's okay right now. Mosaic, and we're going to talk about Mosaic tomorrow as well. That's one that I think I put in on. So I'm going to take another look at Mosaic again tomorrow. So you can see it's pretty close to its 50-week low. So again, this is, we'll take a more detailed look at the charts, etc. Tomorrow, because it's we're put pen to watch. See again. About oil, so trying to short-term oil, we need strip short, long, or you go long, SCO short. Talked about biotech, so tomorrow talk about several opportunities in the technology. So LabU long, D short. I'm not really watching these old ETFs. Suffered from the to the new Bitcoin spot ETFs, but you can still short Bitcoin using BITI. BITO, I think, is a favor to some of the new spot Bitcoin ETFs. Talked about A, and so you can say was we always talk short China, yen short. China's declined significantly recently, had a lot of issues. Corn risk rewards not all exciting. A whole lot showing, from risk standpoint, anything good, risk reward green. So gold, the bottom term XU, minor lagging. DRE, that's state. Easy Mike mentioning DRE. So here's DN and DRV reals. So you see DRE is the pair short arm top quit. So state. I'm looking at some retail ones. Retail kind of bounced up on sales, pretty much the board. See that little bounce in the Russell. If you did, try to short the S&P, broadly SPX excess, say we're short the S&P on that new all-time high. It's not one I'm right or more on some of the technology. So like if you want to short semiconductor, and again, we're going to talk about our actual trades or watching to play various components more detailed. You want to play the bones in silver, AGQ, ZSL, the small cap bounce on Friday. See both the long and short decent risk reward profiles. Solar very sugar. Tomorrow a position in TEC, which is shorting the broad the industry, so you can see where that Tesla and its finance. So we're going to talk about trades for trading swing in Tesla, treasuries again. Climb a little bit of it's on Friday, so TL bounced a little bit. Again, that has been down. Yields uranium strong. Again, volatility. The VIX has been way down. But opportunity quite yet with wheat yet. About Japan, the yen, so we'll see. Japan, okay, been pretty strong. We'll see Japan up, close to its 52-week high. So if you would, whenever you want to try to short that, we've got EV, short, EZJ, long, Japan. Okay, if anybody else has you want another category, you can back up in the chat. I'll try to catch that, but we'll cover our theme real quickly. Other strategies. So again, theme for this week is talking January effect 2024. So familiar with the January effect and what it is, you can listen to our video on the January effect explained for beginners about how January is typically a positive month. Some of the effects that contribute to that is out of tax loss harvesting, reinvesting into action. So again, part of that is something to consider in your strategy. You don't want to get stuck in the invalidating your harvesting by validating sale. Not familiar with that, you can do our video on the wash sale rule for beginners and via the link and note on our trading YouTube channel. Going to talk about towards the end of this month, we'll look at how January 2020 actually performed, what kind of effect did we get 2020, and what does that mean for the rest of 2024 by using January burner. If you're not familiar with what that is, you can look into what get a better understanding of the January barometer. Our video via the link in the notes as well. Again, in my humble opinion, I think got a pretty January effect, particularly in the second half. You see all the indices just recently made new highs. So again, I think we've got a pretty strong case for a positive January effect for 20. As we've talked about, for winter, February 10 less positive. So definitely self as exit January prepared for a potentially less positive February. And again, we'll cover the February, get into that. You can hear more trading in January, the previous discussions on these for how to make money in January, best performing industry sector, and you see that January is typically a positive month. So now through the end of the month, you can, expect a potential basement a little bit, such an exuberant run, but generally positive for the month. And you can hear January and, money trading in winter. So January, February, March, if you're looking for the season trends, you can hear more about sectors in the industry perform best in the winter, and also, markets typically before these winter months. Again, markets topping. We've seen rotation in and out of the Mag 7, so I would expect that to continue to occur. Prop again, my humble opinion, I think we'll see some profit taking soon. 7, possibly rotating back small, particularly we get a little bit of retracement on yields, and then rotation along the top of the indices. So, and a lot of that again will be earnings for positively, negatively. Got Mag 7 starting to report. If they issue miss, I doubt miss. If they guide going forward, we could see a pretty negative reaction in the markets based on that. So just prepared. Be tomorrow. Also looking at pay our op strategies as well. Additional ways to generate income. Hopefully, I've got some developments in how to text series. We will have time to cover that as well. Anyone have any last questions you want to look at? Okay. Hopefully we're back. So please put your questions, comments in the comments. Anything you want to look at tomorrow, put a list to this video in our Discord. Contact us via our social media. Some links on page trading.com without the U. If you have recommendations for improvement, we'd love to hear that. Again, apologize for the internet today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll try to reboot everything and get a better connection going for tomorrow. So again, we'd love to recommend for our videos, weekly trading game plan, our tools, our community, etc., to help add more value to our fellow BeachBum traders. We hope you like this. We hope you'll smash the like button. Help us get the YouTube algorithm to share our video and contact with more traders around the world. Also, we could really appreciate your help with sharing directly with your fellow traders and encouraging them to join the community and view our content and comment on our content, etc. So appreciate all your help and support. And we hope you will come back again tomorrow, part 2 of our weekly trade plan, where we'll take this input data and use that to select our top swing trading stocks to watch, stocks in our bullpen, in our shopping list, etc. And again, we'll talk about additional strategies for generating income using dividend payers and option strategies, and hopefully more on our series on trading biotech. Thank you all for your participation, your patience with our internet. Hope to see you all same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Sundays for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of January 22nd through January 26th. Thank you again. Great day.